Recent historical events in Pennsylvania have led to some discourse online. Among them, the common retort of, "It would have blown his ear off." So that is what we're here today to test. Using available materials, we intend to investigate the differing effects of bullet construction and caliber will have on pigs' ears. These are the rifles we'll be using in today's experiment. First, my caliber .223, what would Stoner do with a pin and welded 14.5-inch barrel? And my Desert Tech MDRX in .308 with a 20-inch barrel. What we hope to illustrate today is that the varying ballistic capabilities of these cartridges will have different effects on the ears. And while pig ears are not a perfect example of a human ear, pig skin is often used in medical situations to imitate human skin. Shots will be taken from this bench with our target 100 yards downrange. Now that's enough talking, let's look at the ammo. This is the ammunition we'll be using for today's experiment. This PMC Bronze 223 55 grain full metal jacket. This PMC X-Tac 5.56 62 grain AIM-855 enhanced penetrator. These Barnes Varmint Grenade 223 36 grain frangible copper tin powdered metal core surrounded by a gilding metal jacket. And finally these Winchester White Box 7.62 by 51 147 grain full metal jacket. These are our targets. First, we're going to shoot the leftmost ear with the PMC Bronze. The next ear with the PMC X-Tac 55 grain. Ear after that with the Varmint Grenade. And finally, the last ear with our 7.62 by 51 full metal jacket. So now we have our targets. Here we have the 55 grain PMC Bronze, which as you can see, left very little if any disruption to the surrounding tissue, leaving simply a .22 caliber hole wherever it hit. Moving on from there, we have the X-Tac 63 grain enhanced M855 penetrator, which did nearly identical to the 55 grain. Disregard these rounds, they were the 63 grain, or 62 grain, pardon me, that went wide. But perhaps the most interesting bullet is this one here. This is the 36 grain varmint grenade, which, as you can see, has a very small entrance wound, but if we move it over, we can see that it created an absolutely devastating exit wound where the frangible nature of the bullet caused it to expand. So, what we've seen here today is that the actual caliber of the bullet isn't nearly as important as the construction of the bullet when it comes to terminal ballistics.